In a land where every shadow hides a secret, beckoning. Questions only steel can answer. One assassin walks a dangerous path through the unforgiving world of Skyrim. Our journey follows a lone figure, a master of stealth and strategy, driven by whispers of contracts, and surviving in a world as deadly as it is breathtaking. This series reimagines the story through a cinematic lens, blending immersive mods and stunning visuals to bring new life to Skyrim's hidden depths. From the dense forests and towering mountains to the smallest villages and grandest cities, every corner of this world holds both beauty and peril. Last time fate took him down a perilous path, forcing him to abandon the northern route after a deadly clash with bandits. Now he heads south through the shadowed forests, his mind set on his target, Nelfi. But Skyrim's forests are far from peaceful, and the road to Nelfi is long and dangerous.
There's not really like any time limit. This is definitely gonna take a while. I'm getting fight music. Oh, mud crab.
Out here, the line between predator and prey is razor thin, and even a creature as lowly as a mud crab can catch the unprepared off guard. For a fledgling assassin, no fight is a guarantee. Every swing, every step, a lesson in survival. A misstep here could mean death, a fate delivered not by a deadly bandit or twisted sorcery, but by the hardened claws of Skyrim's simplest creature.
Okay. All that just for a little bit of mud crab meat. This guy's gonna hit me with that age-old Golden Claw quest, which we might accept. We might need to, honestly.
Riverwood, a quiet village nestled against the river, a moment's pause for a weary traveler.
Well, one of us.
Use it for some levels, because I think we might be too weak for about anything else. Holy shit.
To do something. Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed
no
brother.
theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
The assassin enters the trader's shop, dropping a bundle of wolf pelts onto the counter. He keeps his eyes sharp and his words few, exchanging only what he needs.
One of these. I probably don't need all this raw meat.
Damn.
You're not from
thieves.
around here.
As if things
That
weren't
makes
bad
two of
enough.
us.
Wow, they really went all out on this one.
It got bad back in Syria.
Over the murmurs, he catches talk of a break-in, whispered frustrations about stolen goods and a locked chest forced open. But idle chatter is of little use to him. In Skyrim, every town has its troubles, but he's learned to keep his focus.
They made every person a model in this game.
Each delay only drags him further from his path.
I envy
The
you.
Riverwood
You get
trader
to go
is
on
every-
With a nod to the
adventures
trader,
there.
he pockets his coins and heads for the inn.
Okay. So I think I need to eat. Yeah, while I'm here, I might as well cook. And I'm pretty sure there's a cooking stove here. Cooking pot, whatever it's called.
Need something?
Whoa, on my face.
If only for a moment. The warmth of the fire barely reaches him as he lingers, sizing up the place and gauging his next move. The inn is no refuge.
Am I unable to cook on this?
It's a brief pause, a moment's breath in the long journey ahead.
Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take.
Yeah, I guess we can't cook here. That's alright. Time is it though? 5 p.m. Little chickens, little chicks.
As the sun sets, the assassin slips back onto the road, the inn's light fading in the dusk behind him. Every step pulls him closer to his target. The roads are long and dangerous, but this is the life of the assassin, and there's no turning back.
Okay, maybe I can cook some stuff here. Lots for resting. My mistake. Alright. Take some of this en route. And maybe we'll have to eat some of this. Ooh. One of those hurt me. Here's the crab leg, maybe? If I remember correctly, there's more wolves over here. Shit.
As the assassin follows the winding road, he spots two wolves at the river's edge, their eyes locked on the silver flashes of salmon darting upstream. He knows well enough to take the first shot carefully. An arrow loose from his bow strikes one wolf clean, sending it to the ground, but the second wolf is on him in an instant, and the clash of fangs and steel rings out by the water's edge. A single mistake, a moment's delay, and the hunter becomes the hunted. With a final thrust, the wolf falls, but he's left bloodied, breath shallow, his vision blurred. His life hangs by a thread, just another reminder that Skyrim's wilds have little mercy for those unprepared.
It's gonna take me 2 hours to fucking gut these guys.
He pauses, catching his breath, as he watches the salmon leap, silver bodies glinting as they fight their way upstream. Perhaps fortune will turn in his favor. With a cautious glance around, he wades into the icy water, reaching out to catch his own share of the river's bounty. The thrill of the hunt gives way to quiet focus as he stretches his hands into the current, feeling the pulse of life as each salmon slips through his fingers. The assassin savoring a rare moment of calm. For a few stolen moments, he's no longer the predator, just a man surviving by the strength of his hands.
It's cool.
In the wilds of Skyrim, nothing is ever quite as it seems. Even a silent road can lead to hidden dangers. Just a few paces beyond the river, an assassin spots a tattered structure, too broken down to be a cabin, yet larger than a simple shack. Its crumbling walls and overgrown surroundings give it an eerie silence, as though time itself has forgotten this place. But a shadow shifts near the corner, and his eyes narrow. An imp, another of those vicious creatures much like the one that nearly cost him his life just days before. This time, though, he won't be caught off guard. Vengeance has a way of sharpening one's senses. Before it can react, he lunges, his blade striking in a flurry, a swift series of cuts that leave the imp defenseless. This time, it's over before it begins. The imp crumples, and the assassin stands, breathing steady, his health barely touched. The battle was his, quick and precise. Every victory, no matter how small, hardens him. Out here, survival is a game of inches, and with each step he grows stronger.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep going this way. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. What we got here? I just hear somebody. Man, my guy is like... Seems like he's on the verge. O'Neal. Oh shit. Forsworn dagger. It's not that good. No, we won't. It's getting kind of laid out, isn't it? Is there a camping mod in this?
The wilds test him at every turn. Here, enemies are not always beasts or monsters, but those who roam the land, skilled in survival and hardened by the hunt. A rustle in the brush brings the assassin to a halt. He kills his sound, sinking into the shadows as he spots a hunter passing through the trees, bow in hand and a loyal dog at her side. She's skilled, her movements practiced, her eyes sharp. To most, a passing hunter would mean nothing, but to him, this is an opportunity. A chance to test his own precision against a worthy opponent. Out here, survival isn't given. It's taken by those who prove themselves sharper, faster, and more ruthless. He draws an arrow, waiting for a perfect angle, then lets it fly. The shot lands cleanly on her leg. The hunter drops to one knee as her health dips sharply, but as he draws another, his follow-up shots miss, and the hunter quickly recovers, her face set in determination. Just then he catches sight of the dog, already flanking him with a silent, deadly precision. In a flash, he pivots, releasing an arrow at close range, slowing the dog enough for him to draw another and finish the job, but the brief skirmish gives the hunter a chance to seize higher ground. His only response to the taunt is swift and lethal. The shot lands true, striking her hard and unbalancing her stance. She stumbles, her face frozen in shock as she tumbles from the vantage point, tumbling from the rock to the ground below. Here, arrogance is costly, and hesitation fatal.
Okay, so would you have a longbow? Sorry about that.
In Skyrim, legends are whispered like wind through the mountains, but few ever see them come to life. As he follows the winding path, the village of Helgen rises before him. Its tall walls and watchful towers loom like a fortress, standing guard over the road.
What's happening here? What's this on the top? I think I need to use... It's my last...
But before you can approach the gate,
Holy shit.
a shattering roar splits the air, freezing him in his tracks. It's a sound unlike any he's ever heard, primal, otherworldly. Stories spoke of dragons, but he never believed them. He watches rooted in place as an enormous scaled creature, what can only be a dragon, takes to the sky, the fading light of the sunset silhouetting its dark, powerful form. Then, with a final thunderous beat of its wings, it disappears over the mountains, leaving only silence in its wake. In that instant, the world he thought he knew fractures, and every step forward feels like a walk deeper into a waking nightmare. Helgen lies silent, its walls scorched, its people scattered, or worse. In the wake of the dragon's fury, all that remains is ash and echoes. As the assassin moves carefully through the rubble, he comes upon a charred body, twisted in its final moments. The lifeless figure clutches a weathered journal, somehow untouched by the flames. Intrigued, he kneels, flipping through its pages, each word painting a grim picture of the chaos that unfolded here. Captured, bound, sentenced, just another soul caught in the Empire's grasp. But fate had other plans. The journal tells of the writer's capture for crossing the border, a journey he shared with Stormcloak rebels, each bound for execution at Helgen. Then, as if from a nightmare, the dragon descended, bringing fire and destruction, yet offering a strange salvation in the chaos. With Imperial and Stormcloak soldiers alike forced to set aside their blood feud, they helped prisoners escape, directing them through the keep and toward a hidden cave, an escape route that saved a few, but not all. The last words of the journal are chilling, a warning about the return of dragons, a plea to reach Riverwood and sound the alarm. But the writer never made it that far. A final message, lost in the ash, a life snuffed out before the warning could be carried. This mission may not be his own, but a threat like this could not be ignored. The road to Riverwood will be traveled again, not as a mere path to his contract, but as a duty to save those who still live. Unaware of the shadow now hanging over Skyrim.
Shit, it's not what I wanted.
By nightfall, Riverwood is alive with warmth and laughter, a small pocket of peace in a world of growing shadows. The assassin enters the inn, hoping his warning will reach open ears.
Out of my way, stranger. You should try that bit on the barkeep. Maybe get yourself a free drink.
Can I get you something? Until next time.
You're that visitor been poking around.
I've been trying to finish a brief history of the Empire. It's a lot to
I'm the
take in.
innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. We don't get a lot of traffic. Most of my customers are local. The war keeps So what's your story? Just here to relax? I should have Right then. If you're staying the night, I've got a free room.
You know what? I gotta tell somebody, right?
I seem to see you quite a lot. You're not following me round, are you?
A new face.
I met
And
this
the right
lady
ugly one at
yesterday.
that.
Reckon she
No
could turn
offense.
cheese into sweet
Here for work?
Really? No, you're...
Okay, investigate the cave, or warn.
Some wine, please?
Coming right up.
You might think that all I do is travel around Skyrim, visiting inns and taverns. You'd be correct.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Got something to say? You expect me to believe that?
As he speaks to the villagers sharing pieces of the destruction he witnessed at Helgen, he's met with doubtful glances and dismissive smiles. To these townsfolk, dragons are nothing more than ancient tales, and Helgen is a distant fortress, a world away from the evening revelries. For them, his words are just another tale from the road, lost in the laughter and clink of tankards. The assassin's shoulders sag, frustration setting heavily as the weight of the journey and the battles he's faced press down on him. Exhausted and alone in his knowledge, he resigns himself to rest. With a few coins passed to the innkeeper, he secures a room and closes the door behind him, the sounds of music and laughter fading.
When he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Can I not sleep in this bed?
"Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie
This
down
one,
and
mine?
bleed."
Oh, it is this one.
In the quiet of his rented room, the dangers of Skyrim seem all the more real. Tomorrow he'll press forward, with or without allies. But tonight, he can afford to let his guard down, if only for a few short hours. The morning comes quietly, the first light slipping through the thin cracks of the inn's shutters, bringing with it a sharp clarity. The assassin rises, the weight of his mission bearing down with a renewed urgency. In the quiet hours of dawn, he recalls the journal's final words, a mention of survivors who might have escaped through the lower keep's cave entrance, if any of them made it. They could offer an account of the dragon's fury, proof of the danger now looming over Skyrim. Perhaps he was too hasty in dismissing Riverwood's disbelief. Words may fall on deaf ears, but proof? That is a way of turning the tide. With a newfound resolve, he gathers his gear and steps out into the chill of the morning, his breath misting in the cold air. The path to Helgen stretches before him once more, but this time his purpose has shifted. He won't return with empty hands. If there are any survivors, they'll know the truth, and he intends to bring that truth back to the people of Riverwood.
Guess I'll investigate the cave.
In the wilds of Skyrim, firelight is both a comfort and a lure, and where there's fire, there's often danger. Moving silently up the incline, the assassin catches a faint murmur of voices carried on the morning breeze. Instinctively, he crouches, blending into the shadows as he approaches the source. Just ahead, he spots a small camp tucked into the hillside. 3 figures gathered around a crackling fire, their faces barely illuminated in the dim light. Curiosity pulls him closer, a rare temptation that even he cannot ignore. But as he steps into the light, their eyes snap to him, their eyes darting to their weapons. Their voices rise in harsh threats, echoing through the silence, an unspoken challenge hanging in the air. But before they can act, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows as if he were never there. Sometimes the best fight is the one avoided. The road to answers doesn't always need to be paved in blood. Ahead lies the hidden entrance, a place that may hold survivors, and with them, the evidence he needs.
This game's kind of scary, honestly. It's kind of a horror game.
In Skyrim, every encounter is a choice, and his path is clear.
Kind of a horror game, huh? Just don't like how my player blocks most of the screen. I think that's my only complaint about this. But shit, I should have bought more potions. This could be rough. Could be willy wuff.
Darkness holds many secrets, but in Skyrim's depths, some truths are written in blood. As the assassin steps into the cave, the flickering glow of a lone brazier greets him, casting unsettling shadows across walls speckled with fresh blood.
There's a bear, right? If I remember correctly.
His eyes adjust, and there, huddled against the stone, he finds them, the 2 soldiers mentioned in the journal.
This guy dead?
Why did you come back? Are you mad? You need to warn Riverwood. Quit messing around and get down there. No. You don't understand. Oh, to oblivion with it. You're here and I need help. I need a healing potion before... Once I'm back on my feet, we can go together.
You're kidding me.
So long as that dragon isn't still out there.
I have to find a healing potion, huh? Oops.
Get away.
What are you doing back here?
What?
Find me a healing potion. I'm too banged up to go much of anywhere right now.
Their armor is battered, their faces pale, and desperation lingers in their eyes as they reach out, asking for healing. But his supplies have run dry. With no potions left, he assures them he'll find help and presses further into the cave, hoping fortune might favor him. But instead he stumbles upon something far more dangerous: frostbite spiders.
So I'm not gonna wanna...
Their legs skitter across the stone, closing in from every side, and before he can react, he's outnumbered. their poison-laden fangs snapping in the dark. Survival hangs by a thread in this place of shadows and stone.
Ow. Ah, no, I'm gonna die.
Overwhelmed, he rushes back toward the wounded soldiers, summoning the last of their strength. They rise, weapons drawn, fighting at his side to keep the spiders at bay. The battle rages, every strike and parry a fight for breath, for survival. Their combined efforts push the spiders back, but victory comes at a heavy cost. His life hangs by a sliver, his wounds deep and unrelenting. In this cave, he finds no heroism, no glory, only a hard-won survival carved from courage and desperation.
Gross. Why are they squirming? What is this? Graphical bug?
Do you have the potion yet? I knew I... By Ismir, stop fooling around. Have you got a potion for me or not?
Yeah, right here. Okay. Yeah, well, at least I found the mine. I'll be able to, like, teleport back and forth, right?
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
Can I help you? I tell you, I saw a dragon! I never would have believed it if it was as big as the mountain.
Feindal thinks he can mook.
It flew right over
You had
the
best
barrel.
tell the Jarl in Whiterun.
All right, then.
He needs to know about this. Dragons now, is it? If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than this.
Okay, so wait, is that the... This is the traitor. Kill us all and then they'll believe me.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Damn thieves. As if things weren't bad enough.
Oh, did you need something?
Nah. Should I bring him a potion? If he's my companion, that'll be lit. That is what I need right now. I need more bodies.
In Skyrim, survival often demands sacrifice, and mercy is a luxury few can afford. Potion in hand, the assassin returns to the wounded Stormcloak soldier, determination etched across his face. But just as he reaches him, the ground trembles violently, and the walls shudder with the weight of impending collapse. Instinct kicks in, and he pulls the soldier to his feet. In the face of ruin, all thoughts of allegiance fade. There is only one choice. Run. With the Stormcloak leaning heavily on him, they bolt for the entrance. He glances back to see the Imperial soldier, still sprawled, desperation in his eyes as the ceiling begins to cave in. But the assassin has no time, no choice. The rumble grows louder, and with a final burst of strength, he and the Stormcloak soldier leap through the mouth of the cave just as the entrance collapses behind them, sealing the Imperial soldier's fate.
No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out.
Okay, well, have fun with that. I'm gonna go Kill my guy now.
In Skyrim's unforgiving wilds, every decision is a gamble with life and death. Today, it was a soldier at his side who won. A cold wind blows, and with it, the weight of choices made. In Skyrim, not every life can be saved, and sometimes, only victory is surviving to see another dawn.
I can just kind of go around.
The path in Skyrim is rarely straight, bending through shadows, secrets, and choices made in haste or necessity. The assassin steps around the charred remains of Helgen. The memory of the dragon's roar is still fresh. The fallen stone's a testament to the untamed forces that now roam the land. With every step, the journey pulls him deeper into Skyrim's twisted fate, where danger lurks as much in loyalty as in solitude. He's tasted fire, faced death, and seen the cost of mercy. But his target lies farther still, waiting beyond the winding roads and dark forests. For an assassin, purpose is the only compass. And in Skyrim, purpose is etched in blood.